Hello and welcome to an new year of Indy Radio. This is the second annual Indy Radio 24-hour podcast. Yes, I said it, 24 hours. Now, before you guys get excited and you go, wow, I get 24 hours straight of Kinte Fergerson.
And
I know.
me, maybe.
I hate to like disappoint people because I know you guys all love me and
Welcome
to hear
to
echo. Sorry, about to hear echo. New year. You're about to hear echo, my bad. Now, I know you guys are excited. You're like, man, 24 hours straight of Kinte. That's amazing, right? Well, it's not gonna be straight 24 hours, okay? I'm gonna be on here quite a bit. I'm gonna pop off. You're gonna see Shannon a lot. You're gonna see Olaf. You're gonna see Jen, right? They're all gonna be there for your entertainment. Okay.
Entertainment.
For your entertainment.
For your pleasure.
For your pleasure. Okay.
It's like for your dartboard later. You know, you take the picture and then you put it on the dartboard and have at it.
That's right. Now, I gotta say this. Let me see. We are simulcasting or multicasting on different platforms. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube, and we're also on Periscope. We are also on Get Vocal. That's the main room that'll be open. You can stay in this room the whole 24 hours and check us out. You can see a lot of people on Facebook as well. What's up to everybody? I'm gonna try to relay everything that people are saying to the audience. Into the panel and to the rest of the audience. I can see everywhere where we're at. So pretty cool. Now, this is the first podcast that I'm doing for 2020, even though Jen tried to get me to end the hiatus early, and I almost did.
Didn't quite work.
I didn't.
My powers of persuasion are not as strong.
Right. But all right. So let's do this. It is a new year, 2020. It's a new decade. Can you believe that? It's a new decade. It's also the Olympics is this year, right?
Yep, Tokyo.
You also got. We're gonna have a new president, maybe this year.
We're gonna have a new president.
We are. What's up, Michael? In the chat.
Mikey.
There's a lot of stuff popping off in 2020. The Lakers are going to win the championship this year.
Oh, high goals, high lofty goals.
The Giants are going to win at least 2 football games this year.
Hey,
Yep, I'm predicting it. At least
claim
2.
it, claim it. All right, so a lot of stuff is about to pop off. Maya's in the chat. What's up, Maya?
Hi, Maya.
UFOs. We're gonna see a UFO this year, possibly. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff popping off this year.
Yep.
But before we talk about what's gonna happen in 2020, let's kind of go back over 2019. Now, what?
Let's talk about last month, how Kinte forgot my birthday.
You know what? I'm beating myself up about that. You know, I bought a flogger, and every morning I beat myself with it just because I feel terrible about forgetting your birthday.
You should feel terrible.
You know, we really don't want to hear about your personal stuff, dude.
The mystery of
what you do with your flogger is your business, man.
Hey, look, I was wrong. I did her wrong. I'm sorry, Shannon. I'm gonna tattoo your birthday on my stomach.
Did he at least send you flowers afterwards?
No, he didn't do anything, Jen.
Oh no. Well, listen, you're already ahead up again from me because
I'm writing.
I don't get anything either. And he promised me that we would watch Burnt Offerings. on my birthday every year, and this year went by and no burnt offerings.
No burnt offerings. Huh?
See, it sounds like he needs to give up some burnt offerings.
I'm pretty crushed.
Okay, so 2019, right? It actually started with our first 24-hour program. Did very well. And then I felt like this year we did a lot of great stuff with podcasting. We did a lot of cool stuff. We actually, y'all, I met Shannon in person. And she ignored me the whole time. But it's okay.
Lies.
It's
Lies.
okay, you know, like
Lies.
I was so glad to see Shannon. I was like, yay, Shannon. And Shannon was just like,
Who are you?
I sat next to him while we played. What did we play? Dominoes? Spades? You are lying. Cut that out.
Dominoes. And look, we went to breakfast the next. Wait, that sounds. Wait, pause. We all, as a group, went to breakfast. I don't want people remixing what happened. We all went to a group at breakfast. She ignored me at breakfast.
I did not.
Oh,
You know, but it's all good though. You know. I cried.
He sat at another table across from me. Hey, I did not ignore him. I just had 3 other people at my table, as did he.
I said at the
which
kids.
we had to entertain the people at our table, did we not?
No, you could have came over and been like, you know what? I'm gonna eat this omelet next to you.
Came over where? Sat on your kneecap?
You could have asked Marty. You could have asked Marty, hey, can we switch seats? Because I really need to. My co-host, I really need to spend some time. But no, you didn't do that. But thank God Marty was there. Marty was very sweet. She consoled me. She's like, don't worry, Shannon is just like that. So,
yeah, I'm rude. I'm a rude girl. Yep, that's me.
I was like, oh wow, she's just gonna ignore me the whole time. But that's all good.
At least I'm consistent.
And then check this out. I love her dog, right? Her dog.
Here we go.
Her dog and me are like tight. She wouldn't let me pet the dog. She kept the dog in a cage. I'm sitting there like, let the dog out. She's like, he's asleep. The dog was clearly awake. He was wide ass awake. See that?
He's wide awake now.
See, and he was mad about that because he wanted to hang out with a brother,
Aw.
So, but no, it's
for anybody that can't see this dog is actually really adorable.
Very
just
adorable.
Absolutely cute.
And
hi.
He looked even more adorable in his cage. He had the little sad
It's called a kennel. It's a kennel.
It was a dog bag, approved for the airport. Do not start. Cut it out.
It was a Gucci cage.
Wrong.
That's what it was. It looked like a Gucci cage.
Hey, baby.
But it's okay though. I love Shannon anyway. My first novel is gonna be called what is it called? For the Love of Shannon. Wait, what was it? I forgot.
Lies. These lies you tell.
I thought the novel was going to be Uncage the Dog.
Right, yeah. Please let the dogs out.
I mean, it's gonna be a remix to Unbreak My Heart in a minute, you little liar.
But like I said, hey, what's up, Sybil? Sybil's on Periscope checking us out as well.
Hey, Sybil.
So but look.
Sit down.
So it was a great year. I met Yardley too for the first time in person.
Yes, right. That voice is everything in person.
Yardley, cool cat, and Olaf has met him many times in person.
Yeah. Yardley's great to hang around with.
I also, of course, I met Marty in person. Tiffany was there. I met her in person. That was pretty cool.
My boo.
Anthony as well. Anthony was cool as well. He was
my brother.
So it was cool. I got to call out some people in Atlanta. Didn't see Dante.
But you saw Audrey and Kim.
I saw Audrey and Kim. They were very sweet. Very sweet, but I didn't see Dante. I was a little hurt. Let me
I
stop.
was like, it's Dante. What did you expect?
I thought he would, pop through, but no, Dante.
He was at home pining over the fact that Stephanie didn't show.
Yeah.
He was in mourning.
Yeah. Well, no Dante, but it's all good, man. I'm sure he had a good reason for not coming through.
I just told you what it was.
Yeah, all right. We'll go with that. Okay, so that was 2019. 2020 is gonna be huge. I got a lot of stuff popping. I know Shannon got a lot of stuff popping. I know Jen got a lot of stuff popping. Olaf always got something popping. I'm not gonna repeat that, Mike. But
what? Let me hear it, Mike. What'd you say?
he called Dante something.
Oh.
But no, I'm very excited. I'm very happy. Hopefully, I get a chance to meet more of you guys in person, and I'm just looking forward to this year. So, before I continue on with 2020, I just want to give everybody a rundown of how tonight's going to go. Every show is going to be in an hour, really 55-minute block, or an hour and 55-minute block. So it'll be 5 minutes in between shows. The Get Vocal room will stay open the whole time, so you don't have to switch rooms. But StreamYards, we will have to go from one to the next and we have like 5 minutes to get that thing going. So, there's people that they have shows that they're gonna do, and then there's people who are going to come on shows that we just kind of put together for this event. Oops. This is covering up the dang my little thing right there. So it's gonna be fun. I'm trying to bring up the actual list just so I can give people a little rundown of what's popping. Okay, so this is the opening show. We're gonna we're gonna kick it off. We'll be on for 2 hours. Then after that, we have a show with our guest is Alan Newman Jr. and Q Vergara, and me and Shannon is gonna do a show called Closing the Deal. Then after that, we're gonna have Stephanie and Q. They're gonna come on and they're gonna do a show with us. Then we're gonna do a special episode of the Spotlight with Josh, Lauren, and Jen. And then this will be my first time after that to take a break because Jen and Josh is gonna do a show at 2 a.m. Pacific time. And then after that, Brooklyn and me and Shannon is gonna do a show. LA Wade is after that. Andre Harrison's coming in. Hey, Norma, what's up, Norma? Ramsey's doing a show after that. And then that's the 12-hour mark. Then we got Ebony Empress, Aaron Riggs is doing a show. And then after that, we're going to have SJ and Ava Laura and Dr. Amira, Crystal Tucker. After that, Leah, the life coach. Then Dr. Vibe is going to do a 2-hour show. Grayson. And then Shannon will be doing 2-hour shows leading up to the big closeout show. One with
two?
Yeah, remember you're doing one with Tracy J. And
but 2 hours? So 4 hours total?
No, 2 1 hours. So it's 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, no. All right. So that's what's popping for today. I see Maya, I see Stephanie, I see Marty, Ramsey, I see Ryan. Oh wait, I said Ryan already. Huh? Norma. Also in the Get Vocal, I see Mike, Bobby, Leah, the life coach, Brooklyn, Jen, Anthony Davis. I haven't seen Anthony in a minute. And then of course we have Sybil and as well as others in the Periscope. So if you have a question, feel free to put it in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So Madeline's supposed to be joining us. Let me check on what's going on with Madeline. She got the time mixed up. So I'm gonna make sure she has the link. And hopefully we can go. And Norma's saying hi to us. All right. So I was gonna try to wait for Madeline, but no, we'll just do our thing.
Let's do our thing.
Okay, so in 2020, I've decided that I have a lot of stuff going on, right?
Okay.
And one thing, as a busy person who does a lot of stuff, one thing we don't do is self-care a lot, right? Because it's all about go, 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 right? And you guys all probably fit into that box, right? So what I said to myself, you know what I'm going to do this year? In between the grind, I'm going to relax too. I'm going to do stuff that's purely relaxing, that is purely meditational, that's purely just chill. Now, was it last year, the year before, I went to this day spa, and I ain't like a day spa dude, and I'm telling you, that was wonderful. Spending that whole day there, relaxing. I didn't get in the mud. I should have gotten in the mud. Next time I'm getting in the mud, y'all. But being in the water with the what do you call it? The hot springs and all of that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I needed that so bad. I need to do that. He said I should get in the mud.
Yep, you should.
I should. You know what? I think I might do that once a month at least. I really need to do that. I honestly, real talk, I'm thinking about as well getting a regular massage, professional massage, not a one of those little shops, the happy ending. But no, like a weekly massage,
deep tissue
or
massage.
bi-weekly, yeah, or at least a bi-weekly. You know what? It's worth it. It's worth it. You feel really good afterwards. Has anybody in this chat had a professional massage?
Mm-hmm.
First one in the chat.
I have.
And okay, so Jen, what does it do for you when you get that massage?
Oh, it's hard to even explain. You know what it is. Unless you've actually had a massage that really gets into your tissue, it is difficult to equate it with anything else. But when it's over, it's not just that you feel relaxed physically; it's that you feel mentally relaxed. It's quite amazing, actually. Also, there's a huge difference.
I get it done a lot.
There's a huge
I get it done a lot too, Olaf.
But it's I've got problems with my back and my shoulder and stuff like that. So it's like my chiropractor actually has a massage therapist there on staff, and a lot of times I'll get she'll come in and work on my shoulder or my lower back, and it loosens it up to where I can actually move again. So it's like I like a good massage every once in a while. I'm kind of like you guys, thinking this year maybe I might try to do that a little bit more.
Yeah. It can definitely be. I mean, I don't think I'm overstating it. Life changing, especially when you get it on a regular.
The right person.
The right person. And it takes a little while. You need to shop around a bit because everybody has kind of a different technique and they have different pressures. And when you find the right person, it. You'll feel it. You'll feel zen for the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Mike in the chat says get a Moroccan bath, then a deep tissue. Man, that sounds good. You know what I'm saying?
Deep tissue can be a little bit painful if you're not used to it. I wouldn't start with that. I would start with something a little bit lighter.
Yeah,
move into that.
Yeah. Deep tissue is not for the faint of heart.
No, it's really.
That's like I always kid with my. It's like with the gal. It's like gal that does the massage therapy on me. I always tell her it's like, I think she came from like, the military and must have worked in military intelligence, because when she starts working on me, it's like all I'm gonna do is crawl off that table, because she gets to digging in there, and boy, I tell you what, deep tissue will will wake you up quick, but feels really good when they stop.
Yeah. Oh man, you ever have somebody try to give you a massage and they try to do some kind of deep tissue type thing, and it's like, no.
Yeah.
It's more like a deep pain in your back instead of like, yeah. Okay. Oh, we got Madeline.
I made it. I'm finally
right, Madeline.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
What's up, y'all? Where did
Okay, so what we're talking about right now.
I like how we're both rocking the headscarves right now.
Yeah, that's right. What we're talking about right now, Madeline, is I'm saying that in 2020, I'm gonna do a better job at self-care. And I was talking about I want to get a regular professional massage. And we were talking about our experiences getting professional massages. Have you? I'm gonna imagine you probably had them, right?
You know what? I just had a massage, and it was after I did a boxing commercial, and it felt like I was getting my ass beat. It felt like I ass kicked. All my muscles were like so sore and tight. Like I literally yelled and screamed the whole time. I think they thought I was getting killed in massage envy.
Wow.
It was bad. It was bad. It was all up through here. It sounded like pop. It sounded like corn pops. Like it was bad.
Oh no.
But it felt really good afterwards. So, getting my ass kicked a little bit was fine.
Yeah.
If you get them on a regular basis, though, it's not as bad. In other words, when your muscles are all real tight and everything, it is hard. It is tough when you get a massage when you're really tense. If you have a couple of them or start getting them on a regular basis, then they feel really good. Hey, Norma. Team Norma.
Yeah, I mean, like, and I've had it, and I don't know why though. Like, I don't do it more. I can do it, I don't know. You feel like I don't know. Sometimes you feel like you're so busy that you can't do these things, and you know what? You can make time. And I think I want to do that on a regular basis, and I think
kind of should make time.
Right, for sure.
Amen.
Yeah, so that's something that I want to do in 2020 is do that kind of stuff. Now, sometimes one thing that I appreciate is a good nap, right? It is something glorious about a good nap. And I don't know if you ever done this where you're not at home and you're thinking about the nap when you get home. Like, you're like, oh, it's gonna be epic, like I can't. And then do you ever like set the mood for your nap?
Yep.
Like those are things that,
I like
especially
the
now,
nap where you wake up and you don't know what year it is.
That's some Rip Van Winkle stuff going on right there.
That's intense.
Like I'm 43, right? So I just turned 43, and the last so many years, I definitely have a new found love for taking a good nap.
I always feel like naps are for weak people, though. I know I shouldn't. I always feel like, oh my God, what is wrong with me that I'm not strong enough to stay awake all day? When did I graduate back into preschool?
Man, a nap will change your life. It'll save somebody else's.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially if you have kids.
I like taking naps.
And naps are actually super healthy for your brain. Naps are super healthy for your brain. You're only supposed to really focus on something for about 45 minutes, and then you're supposed to take a break equal to 45 minutes.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you guys all a question then. How many hours a night do you actually sleep?
I'll be at work at night, so that's
consecutively.
Okay. How many hours of consecutive sleep do you get when you go to bed?
when I actually close my eyes and stay asleep.
Yep.
Maybe 6.
Mike says 7 to 8. Anthony
Maybe 6.
says he can't function without a 45-minute nap. I would say I'm like a 4-4, 4-3, something like that. 3-4.
Is that when you get up and go to the bathroom and then go back to sleep?
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm that. I am that.
I don't know.
So I do about 3 to 4 hours, and then I'm up for about an hour, and then I go back to bed, and then I'm up for like 3 or 4 hours. But I take naps. I like taking naps. I take naps when I'm driving.
You ever be
when you're driving?
When you're
I
was just gonna comment on that.
I take little quick naps. It's like I'm driving.
I'm not gonna ride.
I know I need to wake up when I start hearing horns blowing. I'm like, oh, this is make.
Well, if you got a Tesla, you good. You can do that in the Tesla.
Olaf, could you give me your schedule just so that I know when to not be on the road?
That part.
Yeah. It's like, I'm sorry, you broke up, Jen. I didn't hear what you said.
I said, can you just give me your schedule? Give me your schedule so I can know when.
Stop having cars.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry, Madeline. Okay. I think there's a little delay with Madeline, so we got to definitely remember that when we're doing the thing. But yeah. So like me though, I have this thing. I don't like to be woken up out of my sleep.
Me neither.
So like, I mean, look, if the house is on fire, by all means, my rule. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't like to be woken up, and especially if it's on some dumb stuff. Like waited till I woke up. Something like did you know avocados are on sale? Like really?
That sounds like something one of my kids would do.
Like if it's something like that, you might get smacked.
Yeah.
That's the one beauty part about being retired. I wake up when I want to wake up.
That part.
Ugh, I wish.
Yeah.
That's self-employed, so it's pretty nice.
Yep. So that's one advantage of being retired. I can wake up when I want to and go to bed when I want to. So
the reason that I asked is because I downloaded at the beginning of last year this thing that's called it's a sleep app, and you sit on your bed and it tells you how long you slept in the night and whether you tossed and turned and all that good stuff. And I went back to look at my sleep app at the end of the year, and I was actually really surprised. Not only that I only sleep for between 5 and 6 hours a night, but also that the times that you can clearly see the times that you're actually awake, and I clearly don't sleep very well. So I think that's what I need to do this year for Saturday.
Okay.
I think I need to figure out why in the world I'm not sleeping. I started thinking, alien invasions or something. Probably not. It's probably just one of my kids tapping on the door.
The other reason that's another reason I don't sleep well is because I have sleep apnea.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me that the aliens come to your house too, because then we can have a really good show.
Duh.
No, they don't. They just stop in, visit for a minute, and go on. So they don't.
As long as they're not probing you.
They're probably asking directions from my house.
We're not going there. We ain't going that way. You just leave that alone. You go back to your floor.
Okay. So I have an alien story, right? Somebody told me a story about how when they were a kid, they believed that they were abducted. They said they woke up and there was a strange grid pattern on their side.
Oh.
And I was like, oh wow, that's some crazy shit. And then I looked it up, and other people said that they all woke up with the same 3 grid pattern on their bodies. and they were all from like rural areas. I mean, they were super white people, but it was like a lot of different people were saying the same thing about this 3-inch 3x3 grid on their side, and they all believed that they were abducted by aliens.
Wow.
That's some spooky shit I found out about alien abductions.
No, I did that. I did that just to mess with them.
Well, clearly your master plan worked, because there's a bunch of white people out there that are pretty scared right now about aliens abducting. Just saying.
There is actually. I mean, there's whole books about it. There's whole movies about it.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't actually believe in that stuff. I mean, it's funny to talk about and it's funny to joke about. I don't actually believe it, but I cannot watch those movies. They scare me to death. But I swear I don't believe it. I don't have any idea why it's so scary. But also, the point that I was making was the reason that you don't sleep is generally tied to some, like Olaf was saying, sleep apnea or something. When we're talking about how to self-care. Man, that one seems like a no-brainer.
Just so that I want to get people used to this, I'm gonna be on for 24 hours, so I'm probably gonna be eating during this. So I just want to get y'all used to that. But but anyway, aliens. I used to totally be
aliens.
I used to be such a believer.
Aliens.
I'm scared of. I hate that whole topic. It's weird how much it scares me. So little actually scares me, and that particular topic actually really makes me uncomfortable.
I used to be a big believer, but I don't know. I don't believe
Aliens.
it as much as like I used to.
A big believer in what?
Aliens got me.
I believe that there was extraterrestrials out there, and they was, we had made contact and all of that stuff. The truth was out there for me. So now I'm like, yeah, I need the proof.
Well, it's because the X-Files ended. So
I think that was it.
Yeah, without Mulder and Scully, it's kind of hard to believe.
Yo, what's up in the chat? Yeah, I was a big time believer, but I'm not now. So I need more. Aliens don't exist. They really are. They are really demons. I've heard that one too. Yeah. So I don't know.
Wait, aliens don't exist, but demons do? What?
I know.
When I was a lot younger,
I'm all loud.
Like aliens. I said when I was a lot younger, when I used to believe in aliens, I was pretty sure my brother was one.
But see, that's a really good point, right? We've now attributed so much to that pop culture piece of, oh, it must be aliens, that now it's like and I feel the same way about the whole demon thing too. It's like, oh, everything must be demons. And I mean, come on, not everything can be everything. It's so ridiculous. But aren't there some things that actually like make when somebody starts talking about it, you get goosebumps and stuff? And it's not because you believe it. It's not because you're, actively running away from something. But aren't there certain topics that just make you go, nope, can't do it?
Well, now I believe in demons because I've seen demons. I've seen demons. It's like when my kids were young, they were demons. So they didn't grow up much out of it. So
I knew that was coming. I got two daughters, and they were just demons.
You were supposed to name one Sage, Olaf. That's the problem. That was I tried burning sage one time to kind of calm them down, and I was starting to burn it. They ate it. But
didn't help
really,
one bit. They ate it.
There's nothing that makes you guys like sort of, I don't know, just really uncomfortable.
Dead silence on a date.
Oh.
Body odor.
But wait a minute, those aren't okay. All right, I guess maybe I asked for that. I asked the question about
Cujo. No, I don't know. Okay, so let me ask this question. We'll start off with Madeline.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't live in LA right now, right?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, so you got the deal of a century. It's a house, and it's 75% under the value, but it's a bomb ass house, your dream house in the city. Right? Cujo, hilarious. Right, and you'll be living in LA, basically paying damn near nothing. But the one problem is, like, people got murdered in the house. That's why people ain't buying it, and it might just be haunted. Are you taking the deal?
I don't give a fuck. I'm taking that shit. I believe in ghosts. I believe in none of that. I don't care. They better pay some bills if they hanging out in that bitch. No, like I'm Creole and my family practices all of that crap. I ain't scared of nothing. I ain't worried about none of that.
Oh, okay. All right. So she's like,
I ain't scared of none of that.
I ain't scared of no ghosts. Okay. What about you, Shannon? You taking the deal?
And it's gotta be in LA.
Wherever you want to be.
Oh, because I was like, bro. Yeah, I would take it.
You take the deal? Okay.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, what's going on?
What about
Sorry,
you? Are you taking the deal?
What was the deal again?
You have the house of your dreams, 75% lower than market value. It's like a steal. The only problem is like 8 people got murdered up in that house, and it might be haunted.
Put me in the haunted house.
I know that's right. See, these smart people.
All right.
Put me in the haunted house. I'll figure out a way. I'll have to, I'll call the Ghostbusters. Whatever I gotta do, I'll start a business. Ghostbusted.
All right. I couldn't tell my wife, but yeah, hilarious.
It makes me feel good.
Put one in the chat, everybody, if you would take the deal. All right. So, what about you, Jen? We'll save Olaf for last.
Oh, I definitely would take it. I don't believe in ghosts either.
What about you?
It's not that I don't believe in them, but 75% lower than the market value of my dream home. Sign me up.
Okay. What about you, Olaf? Are you taking the deal?
Would I take the deal? Oh yeah. I'm scarier than any ghost in that house. I guarantee that.
I feel like Olaf.
I believe it.
Olaf gonna shoot that ghost.
Yep.
It's like, and if I can't run,
Can you
I've
pop
got
a
friends
cap in a
who-
ghost ass?
I got friends who work in the paranormal, and I get them out.
Bobby says, "Hell, F no." Anthony says, in Virginia, it's a law that you have to tell someone if it was a murder or suicide in the property. Yeah. I would take the deal too. And then, who knows? They might be fun though. They might be fun. They might, you can play Connect 4 with
That's
them.
right. Haven't any of you guys seen Casper?
Yeah.
Yep.
It could be like that. He could be a super friendly ghost, or she could be a super friendly ghost. It's not everything has to be the Ouija board.
Like we did a spotlight episode. Some of y'all might remember it some years back, where we had like ghost hunters on.
I remember that.
And this one lady that we had on the show said that she actually hooks up with her dead boyfriend. Like this dude actually comes back and breaks her off some sexually from beyond.
Oh.
Mind you, she got a man.
It was a crazy interview. It was so crazy. Everybody should go listen to it.
And
I'm like this though. Like, is that cheating though? Is that cheating?
This is too much. It's too much.
Real talk. If your man Shannon was knocking boots with his ex-girlfriend who's dead.
That's just wrong on so many levels.
This is like too close to home, so I'm gonna need you to cut it out.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Now I after the show I gotta hear about this. But yeah, I mean, come on. All right, Ryan, are you jealous? If she or you gonna let her have her ghost lover?
No, I'm out.
I thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
I'm out. You know, you can do your freaking like I'm all good with like polyamorous, but like, you know,
not plasma and not plasma.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like
Amorous.
if she's messing around with Casper, the friendly ghost, I'll be like,
and
yeah.
I mean, do you still have to use protection though? Can
Yeah, you what?
you know what? You know, he might give some ghost STDs.
I'm not really sure how that works, but
I'm not sure either.
Also, it brings to mind that lady that married the pirate, the ghost of the pirate, and then about a year later, there was a huge breakup story about it. And so, I mean, I'm sure, God bless everybody, they were just doing their thing. But what was funny was the amount of people that were like genuinely upset for the poor lady. Come on,
the ghost of a pirate.
It's equally as disturbing as the lady who married the doll.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah. Oh, creepy zombie dolls, or just a regular doll?
So Madeline,
honey, I don't even. It looked like it had been burned alive and put back together. It was crazy.
So yeah.
So Madeline,
wow,
you have the man of your dreams, and unfortunately, he is deceased now. But then he comes back and he's like, "Baby, we can still keep this relationship rocking."
Oh no.
He's like, "We can still get it popping." Are you gonna?
I mean, what is that word?
Are you gonna tell him no?
What is stroke game with like?
Well, he's dead, so I mean, there's only two ways out of a relationship. You either die or you break up, and he died, so he forfeited it. Time for new dick, new whips, new gifts.
He'd be like standing over you while you're trying to get it on with somebody else. He's like, "I'm here."
What is this? This is how we started off 2020 with dead people.
If he really knew me, he knew what would happen.
Oh, really? He's like, that's why my soul's in purgatory, because you ain't messing with me no more.
A mess.
So I'm just saying. But that's something though. You got to compete with a dead dude.
I'm feeling that right now.
Be like, man. You be on Maury talk about her dead ex is a cock blocker. That'd be the name of the show. 6 Cent.
A mess.
It's only a cock block. You're not a freak.
Oh, you gonna join in?
You know, every once in a while, Kinte, you actually kind of scare me.
Well, you know, hey, my job is done. My job is done for sure. It's 2020, man. We got to open up, man. Ghost lives matter.
So, so I saw this really great thing about how, you know, we're back in the 20s. We should do what they did in the 1920s and stuff. And I thought, no way people are going to do that. I wish they would. I wish people would be like they were back in the 20s.
Racist as fuck.
Right, I know, right?
No, not that. Oh,
like,
God.
wait, what?
Okay, no. I was talking about. I was actually talking about like.
I know.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. I was like, I don't know if I want to go back to the 20s. I'm good.
Well, as the token white person on the panel here, you'll have to excuse me.
Wait a minute,
Olaf is white though.
No, not really. Not really.
Olaf is not white. I'm gonna need to cut it out.
She took your white card, Olaf. Like in this episode, Olaf is now played by a Mexican.
Olaf wasn't white in 2019. Roll back some of those Mars and Venus segments. Olaf wasn't white then.
Wait, was Olaf on Mars and Venus?
Yeah, from the beginning.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, it's like I've been doing this about what, 7 years now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Olaf, man, he goes way back.
Yeah, Olaf told everybody he is not white.
If we did what people did in the 20s,
What do you mean?
That there was a major stock market crashing through. Oh yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Okay.
What do you mean I'm
let's be
white? I
clear.
ain't white.
Let's see if
I ain't white.
agree.
He ain't white, yo.
I told you. I told you.
All right.
I was talking about Great Gatsby stuff. God, people.
Great
Jeez. Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, like nice dress, lovely events.
Big party.
Sinking in the Titanic.
Sinking in the Titanic. Yeah, that is so romantic.
I seen a picture from like the 30s or something, and the dude was like mowing his lawn in a full suit. Like he was like mowing the lawn. He had the 3-piece suit on, and he's mowing the lawn. I'm like, oh wow, that was, man. They was suited and booted when they was mowing the lawn.
Why?
That was fancy.
Yeah, man. They was always suited up. Look, we was talking about this the other day. If you look at the old days when people used to fly, people would dressed up to go on a flight.
Oh yeah,
they should be.
It was none of that pajamas, and all of that stuff. It was like people were wearing suits and dresses, and
they were going to conduct a business immediately upon deboarding.
And they was taking care of you. Like, did you see? Like, if you pull up those pictures, they was breaking you off with some real food. Like, they was bringing like a big, brisket. They bring it to you like, how you want a slice? Like they was hooking you up.
If you breaking me off, we go together.
They break you off a brisket. Yeah, they was like back in the day. They actually customer service was really good back in the day.
So what happened? What do you think happened?
Man,
humanity.
Yeah, like
humanity. Wow, that's really surprising.
Customer service is whack now for most things. Like, and then a lot of times that's a straight up lie to you. Like, what I hate is when you sign up for like new cable or something, you just gotta know they're gonna lie to you. They're gonna be like, oh man, you get all the channels, you get this, it's $10 or whatever, and then when they come to install it, that's when you find out what it really is, what's really going on.
But it's a culmination, Kinte, of piss poor training, lack of passion, people looking for a paycheck and not necessarily a career, or standing behind the company they are supposed to be believing in. Like,
right.
People don't have any loyalty to what they're doing. They're like, man, when do we get paid?
See, I was a manager for the Four Seasons for a long time. And that is, it's exactly the opposite, right? Everything that you do is all based around exceptional customer service, not just good customer service, but like the guests need to leave the hotel talking about their experience. And that's how I learned customer service. So it's so surprising when I see people out there that are just sort of like, whatever, doesn't matter.
Girl, they're not playing with you. They will show you that they do not care.
One thing I don't like is tipping before I get the service.
When do you do that? When do you do
like that? If you do some of these apps where you order food, you put in a tip.
Oh,
yeah.
Like, I rather tip you when the food get here, cash or something like that. Anyway, it's better for you anyway. Some places you go and then you order first, right? And then you pay first, right? I mean, sorry, you pay first, and then they be talking about tip. I'm like, I ain't even got no service. Like, I'm just not. Like, if you give me great service, I'm your best friend. If the service is whack, you're gonna hate me.
Now, does that apply to the bedroom?
Wait, tip?
Do you tip in the bedroom?
If you give me good service,
I've been doing this wrong.
No.
Whole life.
No, he said, if you give me good service, you are my best friend. What was that second part? If you don't,
you're gonna hate me. You know what? You're right.
There you go. That's why I said, does that apply to the bedroom?
You're right. But you know what you can do though? Y'all see sports, right? Where they have like the play, and then they have the little markers they can show you where the play went awry.
Mm-hmm.
You do that in the bedroom. Just be like, have a video and be like, all right, you know what? We're gonna watch your performance. We're gonna go over it.
That relationship's gonna last one night.
It's gonna last forever, Jen. Don't have hope. Have hope.
You know, come on now.
Have hope.
Instant replay.
No, instant
Have
replay.
hope.
But like, I like that thing right there you're doing. That's good. Continue doing that. Now this part, erase that from your memory. Don't do that.
That part. There was a movie I just saw that on Amazon Prime. They were talking about, we're going to try this again, but this is what we're going to change. And so they gave each other pointers, and then they tried it again.
Oh, how did that work for them?
I don't know. I fell asleep.
Oh man, you fell asleep on the sex part, huh?
Wow, Shannon, that just speaks volumes. I mean, volumes.
I mean, I in all fairness, I was on my 20th hour of work. It was a wrap.
Okay. Well.
Listen,
I was going to say about that.
Go ahead.
Sorry, the tipping thing. I prefer to tip first before I get my meal.
Really?
Because it's the custom of it's custom for you to tip nowadays. So when people don't get the tip, they, or not that they don't get the tip, but I just expect them to be, because I usually order food from Skip the Dishes or Uber Eats, and sometimes I forgot to tip, and you see their face and you don't know what they're gonna do to your food. So I just, for my comfort, I just tip in advance, because not that I expect them to give me great service. I just expect them not to give me lower than the standard service. So spitting in my food or
to be spitting in my
eating
food.
a French fried. Yeah, because when you don't tip, it has a negative effect.
I don't want them to boo-boo in my burger.
Ew, come on.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, McDonald's is really slacking. This burger tastes like shit.
Yeah.
What a great segue for what we're about to get into.
I'm not eating nowhere else but home. Thank you.
All right.
I'm with you, Shannon. I'm with you.
I agree with that.
You would think we had this plan, but I swear we didn't. And we're gonna get to food and places we like to
Yay!
eat. Now,
Chick-fil-A.
okay, Shannon is a foodie for sure.
I am.
If she had a business card, one of her, writer, co-host, foodie should be on there.
It should.
Jen is for sure a foodie.
Oh yeah.
I'm a foodie. Ryan ain't a foodie.
Ryan is a vegan foodie.
I mean, correction. Guess he told you.
No, Ryan eats grain and what were you saying? Oh yeah, I'm eating
He eats Rudy.
I'm eating a grass taco or something. I was like, wait, something like that. It was like, what? No, he's like,
A grass taco.
It was something like
my meals are the shit. Excuse my language, but my meals look
I
great.
bet they are.
They
And
are aesthetically appealing.
real talk, my goal in 2000
So disrespectful,
is
Kinte.
to get to Ryan, to where Ryan's at, right?
You're disrespectful.
I'm gonna be eating the grass tacos too. I'm gonna be like, it's good. I don't care what
You
y'all say.
Oh, disrespectful.
But Olaf, I don't know if he's a foodie. Would you say you're a foodie?
I
Olaf?
like food. I like food. I like to eat.
What makes a foodie?
That's what he said. Say it again. Say it again.
What
I
makes
like
a
to
foodie?
eat.
A foodie is like
I
someone
likes to
who,
eat.
you know what? I'm gonna go to that. I ain't gonna play around. I'm gonna go to that special place called Urban Dictionary. Because they always right. All right,
You gonna go where?
the Urban Dictionary, they always right.
No, they're
Yeah,
not.
A person
always
who,
right.
who enjoys eating food, unlike everyone else who hates food, think it's disgusting. What? Okay.
What?
Yeah, you wanna keep reading that since they all be crazy.
Okay, all of these are stupid.
So there's a difference
Yeah.
between
Wait.
a difference between liking food and being both a connoisseur of enjoying food, its presentation and its taste, and creating food.
Look,
Yeah, say it again, Jen.
Look, the second one is foodie, a douchebag who likes food. What the heck?
God.
Then the third one is a person who actually who has no actual interests or hobbies. What? And then there's like this one long thing that I ain't gonna read. Okay. So I like we're gonna go with you say. This time, this is the one time Urban Dictionary's failed us.
So, some people approach food like you need it. It's sustenance. You want to have something super healthy and just get the energy out of it, and then that's it, right? And then there are other people who want to set the table with the forks and the knives in the right place and have beautiful china, transferware. That's my thing. That they'll sit and cook a meal for 2.5 hours because that's what you want. You want the experience out of it. And that to me is what a foodie is, not just somebody, because I'm not saying you have to also cook it, right? You could just be there for the presentation and enjoy that. But there's got to be something more than just, getting calories out of what you eat and then moving on.
Right. And, we're going to do at some point, I was going to do it today, but I didn't have no time. So we're going to do our Food Wars segment. But as we were doing the Food Wars segment and we were going through, I was putting it together, and it's the awards of the different, we're going to do like a whole March Madness, but it's going to be restaurant chains and fast food chains.
Oh, geez.
And as I was doing the research for it, and I was trying to figure out which is going to be the number one seed. One of the number one seeds is McDonald's, right? It is the number one. Because of legacy, more than anything, legacy, right? And the thing about McDonald's is when we were kids, I think a lot of us loved McDonald's, right? Right? It was a place.
Yeah, it was your kind of place.
It was a place. Like, it was a treat.
That was an advertising slogan.
Oh, okay. It was a treat to go to McDonald's for most kids, right? Until we learn better.
Yep.
All right, then we stopped effing with McDonald's, right? Or maybe some of us didn't. Because McDonald's, their demographic is the real young or the real old. Like, you be sent old people on dates. They be like 85 on the McDonald's date. It's like, oh, yeah, right there. Like, just as a side note, there was this older guy that was dating this woman in my church. And I would walk by McDonald's in my neighborhood, and I would always see them through the window and on their little McDonald's date, right? At the same time, they would always be there in the window. I was like, oh, cool. And he was like a kind of a cat daddy type dude, with the Cadillac and the, what I'm saying? That, had that vibe to him, right? So I would always see him. I thought that was so cool, right? And then one day I walked by McDonald's earlier than I normally did, and I looked through the window. Brother man was on another McDonald's date with another chick. I was like, this old player is cheating on the lady from the church. Ain't that nothing? So that kind of messed up, how I saw it. But I was like, hey, and he didn't even take her to a new McDonald's. He just took her to the one that he, I guess maybe he had them scheduled throughout the day, where he would go into the McDonald's. He said McDonald's had the best toys in the kids meal. But there's one thing that it made me think about when it comes to McDonald's. When I was a kid, I don't know if it's the same thing in Canada. I'm pretty sure it might have been. Ronald McDonald was like a thing.
Oh, yeah.
You would go to McDonald's sometimes and Ronald be hanging out. Some kids would have birthday parties. Ronald would be there. And then you would see like his homies. Like, remember Ronald had all these homies, like the Hamburglar,
Mayor McCheese,
all of
Grimace.
These guys. And I'm like, what happened to Ronald? When's the last time y'all seen Ronald McDonald? Did he get caught up in Me Too?
I've seen Ronald recently. I've seen Ronald in reality recently.
Really?
Like
the Ronald
I got
McDonald
hired to be a
house.
brand ambassador for McDonald's, knowing full well I don't eat any of that. But they had like the real Ronald McDonald leading the parade. That they hired me to pretend that I ate McDonald's to walk in.
Oh wow.
Wow, yeah, like so he was back on the scene.
Well, when my kids were
he's still back on the team.
Because I was
like he only come out when you pay him, so he had to show up for events. You know, he got a what is it called? You know, when you hire somebody to come to the club real quick, he got one of those. He got a retainer.
A cameo.
got a retainer.
It's an appearance fee.
Cameos.
Yeah, cameo appearance.
Yeah, he's got an appearance fee.
Because I was about to do a hashtag. What the F happened to Ronald? You know,
Ronald is old and Social Security ain't what it used to be. So he's not coming out.
Maybe he got a job at McDonald's, working in the kitchen or something. But yeah, I wonder like what happened to Ronald? And then also when I was coming up, there were another thing that was a thing was Chuck E. Cheese. Like the kids have parties at Chuck E. Cheese. I don't really hear that no more. Do people do that shit still?
My nephew just had his birthday there.
At Chuck E. Cheese? Okay.
There's not a lot of them left.
Yep, they still do.
Yeah,
Chuck E. Cheese is a booming business.
It is.
That's where my it's like grandsons. It's like take my grandsons there for their birthdays.
I can't remember the
See,
last.
I grew up on Showbiz.
They've all
Showbiz, Showbiz Pizza. Yeah, I remember Showbiz. Yeah, but I don't know. I thought maybe Dave and Buster's or something took them out or something. Chuck E. Cheese be packed. Oh, true. Stephanie says Chuck E. Cheese be packed.
I do.
Okay, all right. Now, can I tell you something? We can say it because Chuck E. Cheese ain't sponsoring the show. They pizza was always whack to me.
Yeah. Godfather's had the best pizza growing up.
Godfather's?
Mm-hmm.
I've never had Godfather's pizza.
You suck.
I never had Godfather's pizza.
Give it a shot. We haven't had Godfather's around here in 15, 20 years probably.
That's that Herman Cain.
We still have Godfather's in my hometown. Shout outs to Nebraska.
Really?
Oh, Stephanie said they upgraded their pizza. Okay, all right. You know what? I'm a walk up in the Chuck E. Cheese about give me a slice. Let me see what that slice like.
Maybe we should do pizza around the country and do a little segment.
Great
That's
idea.
not fair. I live in Hawaii.
Hawaii, they got Hawaiian pizza there.
I mean, I could have sworn that Hawaii was a part of the country.
That's not. Yeah, it is, but we also have the worst pizza, so that's not really fair.
No, you don't have the worst. I guarantee you.
Oh, you sure?
Stephanie says they got wine and beer in there as well. Oh, sure. I don't know about that.
You know who got worse pizza than you, Jen?
Who?
The prison system.
Also, shout out to school lunches. Kinte posted an old recipe for school lunch pizza, which was just hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm here for the old school pizzas.
CC's Pizza is the best. It's a buffet too. Anthony Davis says that. And no Qatar has the worst pizza. Hilarious. Stephanie says CC Pizza is kind of terrible. Hilarious.
It is kind of terrible.
I like the pizza that you like. You know, you're walking down someplace in Manhattan or Brooklyn, I guess too, and you just find a pizza place, and those are the best pizza places. I can't stand the big company pizzas. They're just, I don't know, they're just gross.
We're on StreamYard, by the way. Okay, so
it's like now Chicago's got some good pizza. Giordano's up there has got really good pizza.
Man,
it's too thick.
Giordano's.
It's too thick.
Yeah,
I make my own pizza at home.
I'm with you. It's too.
All right,
yeah.
so
oh my god.
All right, so Madeline, our dating expert.
I'm
Dating
not.
expert.
I am the worst person for that ever.
I was like, you see, I got excited. Like, let's talk about it.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about things. I am literally the worst at that.
So you're not an expert? I thought it says that in your bio. It says stunt woman, actress, writer, producer, and dating expert.
Does it say dating expert?
No, I just added that.
I don't think it does say dating expert. I know.
So let's talk about that dating expert, Kinte.
Right,
talk about it anyway, though.
Yeah. So Madeline, would you say that you are what kind of woman are you to date?
Well, that's a big question.
In the beginning.
Wait, what? You're cutting out.
I said, what kind of woman are you to date? Are you difficult? Are you real easygoing? Are you have high expectations? You want to go to the moon on the first date?
Go to the moon? Yes.
Yeah, right? I didn't think about that, but I'm down for that.
She said, so now
I mean, I keep it 100. I usually take it for a test drive, and if I like it, then I date it. It's usually like, if I want it, okay, off grip. I need to know if it's good, and if it's good, then I see about maybe we might go out and talk about it.
Do you kick the tires a little bit and stuff?
I was just saying.
Hilarious.
I don't know if I can take you to the moon, but I can show you the moon.
Hilarious.
You better take me to the moon, Olaf.
I can show you a moon.
If you take her to the moon on the first date, then you got to take her to Mars the next one. So, yeah. Okay, so
oh yeah, I need to make sure. I need to test it out before I keep it.
Oh wow! Try before you buy.
Try before you buy, right? That's what I was gonna say.
That's a huge culture. That try it before you buy it.
Well, I mean, isn't that what dating is? Basically.
Man, what is dating?
I don't know. I don't know really. I don't.
I'm like, I have no idea. None.
It's something that the young people talk about now.
Well, you know what? Dating, they say dating in these days is trash. And
people are trash.
I agree to a certain
extent. People aren't trash. People are awesome. Just some people are trash.
I agree.
Most people are awesome.
I would zip my lips.
I don't know.
I haven't reached that cynical part of my life yet, apparently. I'm still optimistic.
Oh, I am not cynical, honey. No, ma'am.
I can't even spell cynical.
I speak truth.
But really, you think like most people? Well, I shouldn't say most people. What do you base that off of? What are you basing your lowered expectations of people on?
Well, I mean, we started it early with customer service. People are trash.
Okay, that's yeah, got a point.
Talking about taking no for an answer. All the crime articles of people killing somebody because they didn't like them telling them no. Like, people are trash. Now, there are good humans, but I'm talking about people.
There's good humans.
He says, Anthony says, I'd say 80% of people are superficial and self-centered. Hashtags just saying.
Yes, people.
I mean, I do kind of agree with that, but I also think, I mean, people are redemptive. People have awesome sort of like long lifespans where all kinds of things changes. Having kids can change you. Getting married changes you. So many things can change you that you like. I feel like we shouldn't just lump people into.
Oh, we evolve, we grow, but we also evolve and grow into crazier people.
Well, there's that. That is so true.
So don't get me wrong. I'm not categorizing a whole lot of people. I'm just saying that over time, it has become more commonplace for ridiculousness. And it's like, I see more and more of it. And it's like, but why though?
Do you think that maybe it's that the what you're talking about, the ridiculousness, is sort of more acceptable? It's like it's so mainstream to sort of like embrace that on some level, that that's the problem, that like there's no, because I hear people talk about this idea that we don't have any social constraints on us anymore, and I keep trying to sort of parse that and figure out what that's all about, but it's tough.
Yeah. I think it's probably a culmination of a lot of things, Jen. You think, with the way that technology has grown, it has decreased the authenticity of relationships and people actually having conversations
That's
that
really
are genuine and effective, and people's range of emotions is twofold. It's either I'm happy or I'm angry and nothing in between.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
It boggles my mind, which, everything is blamed on a mental illness, but there's no help or rehabilitation for any of these things that plague us. So yeah, I don't know. I have hope for humanity, but give me humanity. People, that's a whole nother can of, yeah.
Do you think that some of it may be that more and more people are being more self-centered? Not, I don't want to say self-centered, but it's like, it has to be their way. In other words, I don't like Coca-Cola, so you can't drink Coca-Cola around me because I don't like it. They're more opinionated and more about what I like, and not what, not just accepting. They're not as accepting. It's like the whole thing I've always found just odd about, since we just went through the holidays and I was saying Merry Christmas. People get offended at that, things like that. It's, stuff like that keeps coming up, that you can't say Merry Christmas to somebody because it'll offend them. The way I look at it is like, if I'm one religion and you're another religion,
I've never seen any of that happen. I've never seen anybody say, "Hey, don't fucking say Merry Christmas to me." I've never seen any of that happen. I've only heard people say it happens.
Because
it's like at some of the places that I go into.
Has it ever happened to you in real life?
Yes.
Wait a minute, Madeline.
Okay.
Ain't no guy's gonna trip on you for saying Happy Merry Christmas song.
Well, that's just an example, but I mean, where people are more, it's like nowadays, it's like everybody's easily offended. I mean, if you say you like cats and they like dogs, and they're offended because you like cats.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they're more opinionated, and it's about my opinion, not about your opinion. And I think that makes it tougher on everybody, though, in dating and everything, because.
No, absolutely. I mean, and that's even with work ethic. I think, Olaf, like I have gotten into this conversation with people at work, and they're like, well, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, who raised you? What do you mean you don't want to do that?
So, can I interject something? Because, I mean, this is actually really fascinating to me from a lot of different levels. One of them is there's definitely a collective narcissism that I feel like this culture has, right? Our entire society is sort of built up around, that's the only way I can describe it. It's definitely a collective narcissism. But I will also say this, that collective narcissism really stems from us saying that individual liberty and individual freedoms and rights are more important than the group's rights. And so in places like China and Japan and places where they value sort of the culture first and not the individual liberty first,
right,
you don't have the same thing. And the interesting thing to me is it's a huge trade-off, because once you start to tell people that their individual liberties don't matter, then all of the progress that we've made over the past 50 or so years, even more, starts to erode. And then we end up kind of looking like what we were striving for was not, like once we got it, we didn't want it.
Yeah, perfect sense.
I got it. I'm following.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. That's a tough one. That's
It
a
is.
definitely
It
tough
is.
one.
It is. I love. You know what I love about this first 2 hours is we can start off talking about 2019. We can go into Ghost Sex and then get in this real deep conversation about expectations and whatnot. So
It's important. I mean,
yeah,
Especially if you're expecting ghost sex, because those two things definitely tie right
I
now.
mean, your expectations need to be on point because he's dead. She's
There's
dead.
a whole movie about a has sex with a ghost, but it's not like consensual. It's like a ghost rapist. And like I remember seeing it as a
awful.
kid, and it frightened the shit out of me. I was like, "Oh my god, Casper's a rapist! Oh god!" Like I just remember having so many nightmares.
Oh, that's insane.
Hey, Crystal, in the chat room.
It is. I think it's called like
Is that my
the ghost,
crystal?
the enemy within, or the hunted, or.
Dang, man, that's something though. When Casper, he's trying to take it. Yeah, it's not good. How do
But
you?
in the movie, it gets all graphic. Like he tries to like grab her while she's driving, and it's supposed to be a real story. This woman claims that she was molested by a ghost, and it would molest her in the car, in her room. Witnesses said that she like levitated while it happened, and I was like, man,
Damn.
I've never had dick so good I levitated, but you know what? I tried it.
I ain't afraid no group. Many people
Man,
If
say
you can
would be after
levitate,
they
well, the
took
shit's
your-
gotta be good.
the entity. Many people say, and I
Oh,
don't.
it's called The Entity. That's the name of the movie. Is The Entity.
But thank you. It says, okay, many people say, and I don't agree with them, but I am special, and entitlements issues stem back to Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers, because of those shows enforce the attitude.
Well, I disagree with that. I actually don't think that it's making individuals feel special that creates narcissism. That's really sort of that's taking a little tiny thread and trying to weave an entire tapestry out of it. What I think actually has happened is we have moved in the direction of creating a kind of individual liberty as a way of life, and that the collective good is no longer where our attention is focused. And that isn't something that you sort of because if that were true, then Gen Xers would be like that, and Gen Xers they don't tend to be like that. What I think is sort of going on is we have gotten to a point of individual freedoms that's just, this is the price of it, and what are we going to do? How are we going to handle it from here? Because other countries have handled it, and they go through all kinds of stuff.
Well,
you can tell I'm not a sociologist. I just play one on the podcast.
you were supposed to say sociologist on this podcast.
I'm just a wannabe, but it is really interesting. I mean, I actually really do find this fascinating.
I'm here for it. Kinte, what you eating? Because I'm hungry.
Vegetarian spaghetti.
All right.
Why does your spaghetti have to be vegetarian? I mean, why can't you just have spaghetti? Like, what's the point of saying that it doesn't have meat in it?
I'm trying to stay away from meat as much as possible.
No. I mean, why are you stereotyping?
I was like, isn't pasta already?
He's going for the vegetarian vote. Leave him alone,
I mean, sorry. Sorry.
Don't rain on his parade. He's going for the vegetarian vote.
I mean, you better sit down somewhere.
You know what? Talking about voting, I don't know if you guys have been following the election.
From last night.
I don't know if Ryan is in Canada, so I don't know if he knows anything about these characters or whatever. All the people that are running on the Democratic ticket.
Oh, that election.
And I know who I'm voting for.
Nobody.
I'm gonna throw my name in there. I'm just gonna run for president. I think I can do it. I think I can do all right.
You're gonna run. You're voting for nobody in your Keith Sweat voice.
I know who I'm voting for. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm voting for this person. I'm voting for Andrew Yang. Do you guys know who Andrew Yang is?
For basic universal income?
Yes. Do you guys know Andrew Yang?
Yeah.
Sure.
And the reason why I'm voting for Andrew Yang.
Yang Gang? You the Yang Gang now? You Yang Gang?
Well, I think once I tell you why I'm voting for him, it'll make a lot of sense. It ain't because of the giving out the $1,000 a month. That's cool, whatever. But that's not it. When he was talking about his platform, and one of the things he said he was going to do was remove the stickers off the fruit, he got my vote. He got my vote. I've been saying that for so long. I hate the stickers on the fruit. When you're at the produce section, it's freaking horrible.
I already know because my first job was at a grocery store that bananas, non-organic, are 4011.
See, so
that's kind of a low bar.
He got my vote. He's taking the stickers off the fruit. If that's the only thing he gets accomplished in his 4 years, I'm good.
Well, how are we supposed to know what fruit's what if they take the stickers off of it? Come on. We can't tell what the hell the fruit is if it ain't got the damn sticker on it.
I mean, the people ringing it up, they're like, well, what is this? I'm like, really? You work here? You don't know what that is?
Oh, wait, you don't know this is a Honeycrisp? Well, it's a gala. Like, yeah, ring me up.
I'm like, you don't know that these are organic cotton candy grapes? Well, these are just green grapes, and they're on sale for $1.99 a pound. Thank you.
See, okay, that's legit. That is totally legit. Yep.
Yeah. See, I'm telling you, man. And I'm for him. Get them.
Bring it up.
I had to tell the lady at the supermarket the other day what chives were. I mean, no kidding. I think she thought that I was just buying grass or something. It was so funny.
That's unfortunate.
Know what chives are? Wow.
That's unfortunate. But you know what? That just goes to show you the culture of what people eat and what they are, especially at a store where we started out in produce. That was our first day of training. We had to walk through produce and identify every single thing.
Wow.
That's called customer service at its finest.
That's an eggplant, y'all.
Yes.
Well, people know
that is elite.
That's an emoji. That's an emoji, so people can cheat a little bit.
I mean, Facebook said you cannot use that emoji for your.
You're not allowed to use that emoji anymore.
Not for that. Not for that.
Well, then they need to make a penis emoji then. So how am I going to tell people that I want penis if I don't have the eggplant emoji?
Wait a minute.
I need a penis emoji now. They're fucking up. They need to give me a new emoji now.
What if you want to tell your wife to pick up a couple of eggplants at the? That's
different. If you tell her to pick up a couple of eggplants,
you can't write it out.
Put a store emoji next to it.
So she might go to the grocery store, or she might stop by the bar.
It'd be funny if she cheats on you. Like, you said get some eggplants. You said get some
terrible.
No, I was saying get eggplants.
That's awful.
The license is cheap.
Hey, you better get in where you fit in. Eggplants for everyone.
Now, last time I bought an eggplant at the grocery store, I took it back. I figured it was false advertising. I brought it home, put it in the ground, tried to grow it. It didn't grow one damn egg. I got Shannon giggling.
Because nobody else is like following. I'm like, I'm here for it.
Wow.
Okay, so legit, seriously, there are some fruit, especially here in Hawaii, where we have, let's just say, a real varied group of people. Well, many groups of people. We have people that come from Samoa. We have people that come from Tonga. We have people that come from Micronesia. We have people that
Samoans, though.
They're all over. Okay, Philippines is a big one. So is Japan. Our experience from a culinary point of view is so diverse that I'm not saying that like you should know everything in the supermarket that, you know, is some stuff you should, everybody should know what chives are. But there are really some foods that are in produce and I can't identify. I don't know what they are because they're not native to here. So I'm just saying there might be some reasons why you don't know every single thing.
Man, listen, can we get back to them Samoans though?
So,
Yeah, you want to go back to those Samoans? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm here for you.
Let's not.
so what you're saying, Jenny?
I mean, it is no time out. It is the season of Girl Scout cookies, and Samoans are bomb. So I'm gonna need you to sit down and chill out.
Now, Jen, by that statement, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you've never dated any fruits, then, huh?
I mean, not in the literal sense. Perhaps in the figurative sense.
From fruit cups?
Did I this is my favorite. It's really one of my only, but it's also one of my favorite stories about dating somebody that like I didn't know anything about. We just got set up on a date, and I could tell from the moment that we sat down at the restaurant that it was going to be a difficult date. We started out talking about literature, right? And don't get me wrong, the guy was he was very, very attractive, super awesomely attractive. And so we started talking about literature, and you know, at first I thought, oh, maybe this is going to be okay. You know, the guy seems to know a little bit about some stuff and whatever. And I said, so what's your favorite Shakespeare play? And I said Shakespeare play, and he said to me point blank with like deadpan expression, I don't like foreign food. And I just, wow. Yeah. Didn't even know what to say. I don't like foreign food to what's your favorite Shakespeare play? Okay.
Well, he is a foreigner.
I mean, part of me thought maybe he just wanted to end the date early, so
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Wow. You should have held on to him tightly.
Yep. You sure should have, like around his neck.
Yeah. Aw. You know what? You could be the reason why he knows about Shakespeare now.
You could have been the reason he knew about Jesus. Perspective.
Oh my God. It was so bad I had to go to church the next day. But
See? Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Would you take a guy to church on a first date, Shannon?
On a first date?
Yeah.
I go to an Episcopal
Shannon.
church.
I think Shannon, that's something Shannon would do.
What? I'm not even gonna entertain you right now because you going into 2020 on some ignorant stuff. But okay.
Be like, you gotta come to my church.
Yeah, the naked church.
That's a church.
That is a church.
That is.
Yep.
Right next to Bedside Baptist.
Bedside Baptist. What's up, comedian Jay Scott? The naked church.
It's sacred, so.
Hillsong, Heathens, yep, all of that.
Would you go to the naked church, Madeline?
Of course.
Yeah, I knew it too.
That's a no-brainer. I'm good. That's what I do these sit-ups for. Yeah. But the problem isn't the nudity. The problem is I'm an atheist. I don't know what I do there.
Wow, that would be a problem.
Well, you could just light candles and pretend.
Yeah, like the nudity's not a problem, but I'd be like, go, yeah, guys, you pray to that dude. You pray to that. Like, what am I gonna do? Cheerlead?
I was saying to I told Madeline the other day that because she does a lot of stuff in the nude. I said I've seen your ass way more than I've seen my own. So because you constantly are doing. You did this one thing. It was like naked ghost hunt, haunted house or something. What was that? Where you was in a haunted house and you was naked and you were going through and What was that?
Yeah. I did a naked. So for me, I'm just like, living in a house where there's a ghost versus being naked ghost hunting. Like, I think I can handle it.
That's funny.
We gonna be on Ghost
the naked
all day
ghost
today,
hunting
huh?
show.
Huh?
We gonna be on Ghost all day today, huh?
Nah. This is the ghost.
Well,
hour.
listen. I see. Kinte just set me up perfectly. I tried with every ounce of my energy to convince him that we should just talk about The Witcher for 24 hours, but he totally was against that. I just don't know why.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, so
when
I get that in. When I get it in, we're gonna get it in.
When you get it in,
wait a minute, pause.
We're gonna get it in.
Pause.
We now interrupt this programming.
I know.
We're only an hour into the podcast.
She about to report me to HR.
I was like, we need to interrupt this programming for a special bulletin.
Yeah, HR is getting a call after this show.
Kinte clearly has a hard time getting it in. So we are going to go ahead and cue in our special ads.
Oh my God, the HR department is going nuts about right now.
My bad.
It's okay, Kinte. We totally.
I mean, Olaf said about an hour ago he liked to eat, and I was like, "Say it again." What?
Just hilarious.
Said I likes to eat.
I mean, that's what he said. I'm here for it.
I'm glad you're here.
I should not have shared this to my Facebook. They're gonna be like, "What is Shannon doing?" It's past my bedtime, everyone, and I am unwholesome after hours. Let's just go ahead and keep that one real. Okay,
What's your bedtime?
What?
What is your bedtime?
My bedtime in a real world, I would like to be in the bed by 8:30 or 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But I'm usually at work at this hour until 7 a.m. So if I had it my way, yeah, I'd be in the bed by 9.
Oh wow.
This is about normally when I start to kind of almost maybe get a little tired.
This is like REM sleep number 2,829 at 1:32 a.m. I'm like in dreamland.
It's only 8:20 here. Oh, I'm sorry, 8:30. It's 8:30.
Don't rub that in.
Still early.
Don't rub that in.
Well, Shannon and I are on the same time. There's 1:30, 1:32 for me also. So I normally don't go to bed till about 4 or 5 in the morning anyway.
See, the last 4 days I worked overnights, and I'm just like, I could be in the bed right now, guys.
But you're not. You are.
I am in the bed, actually. I am in the bed, but I'm just not in the bed.
We are so appreciative that you have chosen to spend your time with.
Oh, I'm totally in the bed. Check it out. I am in the bed. There's blankies, all of it.
I'm in the bed. That's what I said. I'm totally in the bed. I'm just not in the bed. I actually had to put on a bra for this.
You know what? I feel weird trying to do a podcast from the bed.
Wait, you put a bra on for this? I definitely did not.
Madeline, I can't be on camera without a bra.
I left mine off. I didn't give a damn anymore. I don't have to wear my bra no more.
Yeah, like I keep just like sitting back and sitting up because these they got their own zip code. I had to put a bra on.
Yeah, and you stingy with them too.
Excuse me, what?
You stingy with them too.
They are mine.
Oh wow.
Do we have to revisit that conversation?
I mean, we could have whatever conversation you like. They belong to me.
I asked her a question. I said if her good friend who was on his deathbed,
he would die.
I said if his dying wish. Now she's single, so she don't have a man. His dying wish was just one.
That's not the point, but
that is not the point, Madeline. Not the thank you.
One motorboat before he died.
Not the point.
And she said no. She would let her good friend die. All he wanted was a motorboat.
This is why the Me Too movement was so prevalent in 2019.
Like, oh,
Madeline, you would be like that. He's dying.
And what that mean?
Hey,
you gotta with the guy.
Some hoes thirst, some hoes they thirst. You know.
I mean, it's like it ain't like nothing's gonna lead to it.
Hey,
just a little private motorboat.
No. Yeah.
No.
Dang, y'all cold.
It is what it is, homie.
Y'all cold.
Would you like me to pray with you?
Apparently, that's all you gonna get on your deathbed is a prayer.
I think that's all you gonna get.
Oh man, see that's wrong.
Hey, there you get one of those. Maybe you could have like a little toy boat. How about instead of a motorboat, I'll give you a little toy boat, like one of them Fisher Price deals.
I mean that part. But it's like, don't ask me to give parts of me to you just because you on your deathbed.
Just because you're
like, let me plop up your pillows. That's about all you gonna get.
You act like it's a small thing being on your deathbed. I'm about to check on Alex.
You act like me putting my boobs in somebody's face is a small thing.
Also, if you're on your deathbed and that's what you're thinking about, you needed better life priorities.
Yeah, you need to just go and die because.
I mean, let's be honest though. If it was The Rock, then we would debate ideas like, no.
Right.
If it was who?
If it was The Rock, then okay. You know what? You gotta do what you gotta do.
Ma'am.
You know, help a man that's dying.
No, ma'am.
This ain't The Rock.
No, ma'am. But see, my boobs are not. They aren't like my shining glory to me. Like I'm glad that men like them. Put them on a shrine. Trust me. If I can figure out how to dislocate them from my body without surgery or pain, you can have them. Encase them in gold and put them on your mantle.
It's like if you can do that, you can say, here, you can take them, you can play with them all you want. I don't care.
I'm like, but as long as they attach to this body, I get to make the decisions about them. So
no, that would be a good decision. You help out a dying friend.
And the answer is still no.
I don't know if that'd be a good decision. No, that wouldn't be a good decision. That'd be it.
Yeah, and then look, when he died, he had that smile on his face, and you'll know why.
So let me bring him to a saving knowledge of Jesus Christ instead of putting him in my titties. Like, he not about to get no good afterlife moments from these boobs. Like, get back, Jack.
I'm with you. I'm totally with you.
You might be underestimating the powers of your boobs.
Well, I mean, they give nourishment to babies, but I don't think they're going to bring the dead back to life.
Dang, that'd be interesting if that could happen. Be like, Grandpa, he's about to check on out. We need you to quick get him, bring him back. Bring Grandpa back.
That's disgusting.
That's beautiful.
Can we change the subject?
No.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's
this commercial is brought to you in part by
this is over.
Fiji.
Oh
man.
And Chiquita Bananas.
Without stickers.
Yearly sponsor. And Frito-Lay sunflower seeds.
Okay.
Those are my favorite. I love those.
They are mine too, honey boo boo.
Yep.
Shout out to Plano, Texas. Y'all did something good. Y'all really did something good.
Listen, Ryan, you're super, super, super quiet.
I know, yeah, Ryan.
Because Ryan was offended. Ryan was offended by not being in the foodie category.
You're kind of worrying.
Well, I'm an introvert by nature, so I usually listen more than I talk. But when I talk, I come on live and I do my chatting, but majority of the time I'm very quiet.
But he talks about things he's passionate about. Like, get him to talk about relationships that don't work. Get him to talk about branding.
I don't even have a relationship.
That's what I'm saying. You will talk about them that don't work and be like, people are, Yeah, I've listened to a couple of those conversations you've had on here. They're pretty informative. So let's hear it, Ryan.
Yeah, let's lay some wisdom on us. What do you got?
I don't know what we're talking about.
All right.
This is your moment for your platform. Tell us. What do you mean?
This is the
Whatever-
moment for you to shine.
Ryan, what's your
moment?
message for 2020? What's your message for 2020?
Yeah,
Tell us,
take us
Ryan.
out
Okay, I hit a
of
blunt before I got on.
What is the message for 2020?
Yeah, tell us, Ryan. Let's get all ready, y'all.
I don't know. I think the message for 2020 is actually I got a message for 2020. Don't set resolutions because no one ever completes them. Do a daily affirmation. Like do something daily. Because like I've been on this 365-day positivity thing, so I haven't posted anything negative or said anything negative on my social media at all, and I count it. So for 365 days, I just count every day that I don't post something, and it works because it's actionable. It's not an overall big goal. It's just on a daily basis. I don't on a daily basis. I do one thing, and that's it. As opposed to it being something
every
big.
day.
One thing. Well, it's not one thing, but I mean, in a sense, like just posting positivity every day.
I mean,
I didn't say I want to be a more positive person.
No, for sure.
Oh, go ahead.
No, that's what I'm saying. One thing every day, it can help build momentum. So I'm here for that.
Yeah. So that's my message for 2020. It's day 18 for me and the positive thing. And it's actually worked. I got more followers on that. I feel more protected because I'm not divulging a lot of my personal opinions about a lot of things, but I still use other platforms to talk about what I'm passionate about. It's just that I'm just not doing on my personal where I don't know I don't know what the audience who I'm talking to. So I'm just keeping all the things that I know that's going to offend people off and just, kind of zone in to stuff like this where you can actually be specific. Cause Meghan Markle and I can't comment on that on my personal page because I got opinions about the whole Prince Harry and Meghan Markle thing.
Well,
and see, I'm the opposite. Running my mouth has made me super popular. I say whatever the hell I want.
That part. All right.
I've been saying everything
we're
that I
both
want.
vegan though, but I think we're very opposite. I'm very much an extrovert. I talk shit about everybody and anything.
Well, I mean,
I don't understand why 900,000 people follow me when I just talk mad shit all the time.
How many people follow you?
900,000 on all the social medias, all put together.
Here for that.
Yeah, that's
I am here for that.
But I just say whatever the hell I want. I talk about Meghan Markle. I talk about people. I get in trouble a lot. You talk
about people, mama.
I mean, it depends on who their mama is.
Okay.
Now, if we having a burn off, then I'm gonna talk about everybody's mama because I need to win that.
See,
we need to burn some people. I'm from the hood. We talk about people's mama all day.
See, Kinte, you remember 2 StreamYard tests ago when I said everybody mama can get it? That's why Madeline is my people.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she is.
Yep. I got it all on lock all day. I got it it's here all the time. I was like, you ready to go? Let's do this. Yo mama's so fat. No, I'm joking.
How fat is she?
Man, listen.
Your mama's so stank. Well, you know what? It's one of those things where I lived in the hood, but my mom made us go to parochial school. So I would have to walk through the hood in my parochial school outfit, go to my nice little school, come back, and then everybody in the hood had some shit to say to me. So I had to get real good at tearing people up.
Yeah.
I had to get real good at them comebacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the thing when I was coming up snapping. Man, we was on it.
The dozens.
Yeah, he was on it.
The dozens will make you fight people. Dozens will make you swing on somebody.
They will.
Or snapping on people. Yeah. I've never had to swing on anybody, but I've definitely had to avoid some swings.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I think you want to fight me. I'll say all kinds of shit.
Oh.
That's why I can fight now.
Yeah. Do you do any martial arts?
I do.
Oh, okay.
What do I do? I was like, where do we start?
Mm-hmm.
I've done Krav Maga. I've done long style, regular karate, and judo. But I'm not very good at judo, but I'm good at kickboxing and regular boxing. But anybody else does martial arts?
I'm good at putting things in boxes.
I used to do martial arts.
Mm.
And I did win a couple of tournaments, but I don't do it anymore. I practice martial arts in my day-to-day life, though. In more of the mental ability. And I think I'm a black belt in that. I don't like, cause the whole thing about martial arts is like fighting without fighting. You know, it's just being able to. It's about anticipating conflict and then avoiding it. So my sensei would always say that the best block is not to be there, not to put yourself in a situation where you got to fight. And when I did this positive movement in January, it all clicked. All of his principles that he would tell me over the years, because I've known him for 20 years, all the principles just started clicking. I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense. He's like, you got to be positive. You got to be positive. I'm like, why? Because you know what? Being positive protects you. Because when people know your inner thoughts, then they know what type of move to make on you, you know, because they know what you're talking about. So when you keep your comments to yourself on certain matters and certain things, it's a stealth. So, you know, because the last thing you want to do in martial arts is fight somebody. That's the last thing you want to do. You want to try to come as much as you can with peace. And, but if people pin you up in a corner, then you whip it out, but you cannot let them know that you know how to fight.
Wait, rewind. If people pin you up in the corner, you
whip it out.
Wait, what is that? The art of, what's that? Dick clap?
Pause.
Oh my God.
No, but you know, when you get pinned in the corner, then you, like I teach my son, it's like, if, you know, try to run away as much as you can, but if people pin you up in a corner, beat their ass, and then try to find a safe space. But like, you know, I realized just by being positive, like people just don't know what I think, and it's good because like I'm watching, but just don't say anything. So it's you know, it's the best form of protecting yourself is just not letting your enemy know what move you're gonna make and when. You keep them guessing. So I practice martial arts every day. Oh, and the other thing too with martial arts is practice, repetition. That was a principle that my sensei taught me 20 years ago. And that's how like I'm able to do a lot of different things because I keep on practicing. I practice so I practice the basics so I can become a master. And those are like little principles that, you know, really put you. And again, when you keep on practicing, it's a form of defense. The more confident you are at anything you do.
Damn, that's deep.
Black nerd swag.
Okay.
Not joking. Shout out to Lauren.
Yeah. Lauren, she's gonna be on a little later. If she ain't falling asleep. But no, that's gonna be cool.
I want to fall asleep. Can we should have an hour of a sleep podcast.
You know what? If for some reason something don't come together,
I was
it
like,
might be though. It might be one.
can we include that next year? Like we could play meditative music and we could do some deep breathing for like the first 15 minutes and like the last 45 we could be asleep.
That's a great idea.
You're welcome.
And then you could have a contest that's like who snores the loudest.
There you have it. Shannon wins the end of this podcast.
That's right. When you click on a podcast and one of the hosts look like your child's mother. What? GT Massive, I guess one of you guys look like his child's mom.
Madeline.
Oh.
So
It's what?
This guy.
Okay, well, now we got to know who it is.
Yeah, which one looks like?
Wait, what?
Don't be shy.
Yeah, don't be shy. Which one looks like your mother?
Child's mother.
Child's mother.
Wait, I'm on the wrong page. Am I seeing this?
Who's child mothers?
No, this guy GT Massive says when you click on a podcast and one of the hosts look like your child's mother.
Oh,
so
it clearly can't be the three guys because if it is, we got questions.
Well, not just playing. Yeah. All right, GT.
Ain't me. Might be. There's some people. Some people look like me.
Lord,
it ain't me though.
No, he's talking about you.
It's you, Madeline.
Okay. There's some other hoes around that look like me, probably.
Oh man, that's funny.
Man, I need them to come to work for me.
Clearly it's not me because I do not do the baby mama thing, huh?
If they look like me, I need them to come to work for me next week so I can stay in my bed.
So one thing I want to do at the end of these, at some of these, if we get time, and we can do it with this one, what have we learned? So I'm gonna start off with you, Jen. What have we learned in this 2 hours?
That y'all have sides to you that I didn't know existed.
Jen, don't act like that.
Hilarious.
Hey, listen, I can be holier than thou because I didn't say that much. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right. I'm like,
you say so.
You guys know that I'm just here for comic relief anyway, right?
That's okay. Look, the commentary to Jen's commentary is sponsored by Baker's Candy, Greenwood.
Wait a minute, I asked for the sunflowers.
Okay, so what about you, Shannon? What did you learn?
I learned that we spend way too much time worried about having sex with ghosts and not enough time being in relationships with real people.
You know, ghosts were real people at one point.
Yeah, but if you still consumed with doing them instead of being in a relationship with somebody you can actually touch and see, I got questions.
How many guys can make you levitate, though?
I mean, I need more than one.
So they can both up. That's another levitation. All right, so I'm gonna tell you what I learned. I learned that Ronald McDonald is still doing his thing. He's out there.
Yeah, he's still doing his thing, all right.
I learned that y'all will do anything for a good deal on some property.
Mm-hmm.
I've also learned that when it comes to 2020, we're just gonna take over the world. So
when it comes to 2020, you better not forget Shannon's birthday.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do like Back to the Future. I'm gonna have it already. I'm gonna go to the what was it, a UPS guy, and I have it already sent now. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. So
ghosts and time travel all in one podcast, guys. We can have it all.
All right, so let's say let me start off with you, Madeline. How can we get you on social media?
You can look up Queen Kong Kai or Madeline Fleming or Madeline Carita Fleming. I'm easy to find on social media. I'm super easy to find.
All right. And what about you, Ryan?
So Queen Kong Kai on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, in all of the social medias.
All right. Ryan, go ahead.
You can find me at Brand Savant _ on Instagram or Brand Savant on Facebook, or you can find me at Hustle Zone on Instagram or Hustle Zone TV on Instagram.
Olaf?
Or Bowtie Creative with a K. There you go.
Well, you can find me mostly in my recliner, but on social media, you can find me on Facebook at Olaf Barbosa. I also have it's like a Twitter, Olaf Barbosa there. Don't use that much, but I'm on Facebook.
All right. Shannon?
You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Shannon Ford, like the president, type in Jefferson, like the president.
All right. And now, Jen?
You can find me on Twitter at Following Bliss One. You can find me on Facebook if you're into that kind of stuff. The same. And you can see my websites at moviesmakemeal.com and criticallaughs.com.
All right. So you guys just hold on. We're going to be right back with our next hour number 3. You guys have a good one.
Bye.
Peace out.